Hello friends, so today we're going to discuss the first problem from the latest Codeforces round 704, problem named 3 swimmers. So it's just an implementation problem. You just have to draw out the test case and then you can easily understand this problem. A lot of the submissions are there for this problem, but still we're going to discuss this so that you can get different hints about how to solve these problems. So in this problem you are actually saying that, or the problem statement states that there are 3 swimmers and there is a swimming pool. So you can assume that there is a swimming pool like this, and there are 3 swimmers at the start of the swimming pool. Okay, now it takes a minutes to swim across the entire pool for the first person. So the first person will go from this point to this and this point to again this point in a minutes. For the second it is b minutes, and for the third it is c minutes. Okay, so now as you can see, so they are continuously moving around the swimming pool like this. So at the 0th point the first person will be there. After a it will again come back to this left point after 2a, because as you can see after a it can go from this point and come to this point. After again a it can go to this point and come to this point. So the time will be 0, a, 2a, 3a, so on for the first person, second person, third person to come to the left mode, like the left part again. Okay, now you go to the left side of the swimming pool. So you are some person here standing here, as you can see. Okay, now you go to the left side of the swimming pool after p minutes, okay. So now maybe some person will be here, some person will be here, some person will be here, or like anything, anywhere. When you go at the left part of the swimming pool after p minutes, you have to tell that after what time at least one person will come to the left part. What I mean by this is, because they are swimming at their different speeds, now one person go to this leftmost part after p seconds. Maybe this person is coming and this person, all the 3 persons are coming, or maybe some person is going and then it is coming. Anything can happen, but after this time you have to tell that the minimum time after which this person will see some swimmer come to this left part, because after some time the swimmer will go and come to the left part. So after which time at least one swimmer will come and hit the leftmost part. That's the whole problem. Now what you actually have to think over this problem is, I'll just not draw the whole, delete out the whole thing, but let's assume that there is this swimming pool. Okay, now just take out some numbers. Maybe the first swimmer is taking like maybe 2 minutes to go from this to this. Maybe the first is 2, the second is 5, and the third is 10. Now after 2 minutes this person will go to this and this, and this for the second person will go in 5 minutes from this to this point. Now as you can see, maybe the person will come to this point after 3 minutes, this leftmost part, after 3 minutes. Now as you can see, after 3 minutes when this person come, this person has already done one round, okay, and he has like gone to the next round, okay, and he will come back to this point after 1 second. How you can easily tell that? As you can see, if you divide down this number by 2, then you can tell that okay, after like this person has done one round, because obviously this person take 2 minutes to do one round, and this person come after 3 minutes, so it's obviously mean that he has done obviously one round. Now how much time this person will take to come back? Obviously if you find out that what is the remainder, 1 second sorry, this is the division, but 3 mod 2 will give you how much time this person will take to come back to the starting point. As you can see, because as we can do the same thing for this person also, but maybe this person is somewhere in the middle. So as you can see, this is 5. Okay, if I do 5, okay, if I do 3, because this person come after 3 seconds, 3 mod 5, it means that or if I do 3 divided by 5, it tells that okay, this person has not done even a single round. But if I do 3 mod 5, it tells that this person has gone some amount, and because 3 mod 5 will give you 3, which means that this person has gone 3 seconds in the swimming pool. Okay, but now after how much time this person will come to the starting point? Obviously it takes b amount of time to go from a start until end, and this person has already done 3 seconds more. What I mean by this is 3 seconds more is, see, the remainder will tell you if this person has done some nth amount of rounds, this is the remainder of the time which he is still done in the pool. What I mean by this is, as you can see, this person has gone, the first person has done one round, and if I do 3 mod 2, it means it will tell me equal to 1, which means that this person has done one complete round, and in the another round this person has gone 1 minute. Like if the total process of the second or the whole route is is 2 minutes, then this person has done 1 minute in the complete route. I hope you understand my point now. So in the same thing, if this is 5, it means that the person will do a complete route in 5 minutes, and the person come to this point after 3 minutes. Then how much time this B person has done in his route? 3 minutes, because 3 minutes he has done. And how much time is required to complete the route? 5 minutes. So 5 minus this whole number, which is like P mod B, will give you how much time this person will take to come back. Obviously, because this is the time to complete the thing, and this remainder will give you how much time the maybe that person has taken in that given route. And what is the time left? This is the time left. But if maybe that person, or maybe that maybe that P person, like when I come to that point, this is equal to 0. What I mean by this is, so if you just find out the minimum of A minus P mod A and B minus P mod B and like C minus P mod C, if you just find out the minimum of all of these values, that's the answer. But there is one thing you have to also see, that if P is a multiple of A. What I mean by this is, maybe as you can see, if in this point, if I come at P equal to 2 seconds, which means that I come to a point, or maybe P equal to 5 seconds, which means that I come to the left part after 5 minutes. If I come to the 5 minutes, which means that this person will complete his round at this point, and this person will come to this point after this point. So this person is also coming to the left point, and I also come to the first point. So the answer is 0, because I will obviously after 0th minute because at the same time I reach the leftmost part, this swimmer is coming to me. So the answer is 0. But if I use this formula, 5 minus like P, which is 5, so 5 mod 5, this is 0, and 5 minus 5 is 0. Like 5 minus 5 minus 0 is 5. So this will give me 5, which means that actually I am counting out for the next round, because now I will take out 5 more seconds to come to this point. But because I am coming to this point as 0 also, the answer is actually 0. I hope you get the point. If you just write it down, you will become more clear, because the answer is 0 for this, not 5. 5 is telling that because it will take 5 more seconds, but because I am coming to this at P point, and so you just have to check that whether it happens that if my any of this P mod A, P mod B, P mod C is 0, then the answer is obviously 0, which means that at the point at which the swimmer will come to the leftmost part, I will also reach there. But if any of them is not 0, you have to find out the minimum of all of these 3, and that's the whole the solution for this problem. I can show you the code part also. As you can see, if any of them turns out to be 0, then the answer is 0 only. Else the answer is minimum of A minus P mod A, B minus P mod C, and C minus P mod C. I hope you understand the logic and the code for this problem. If you still have doubts, you can mention in the comment box. I'll see you next one. Till then, keep coding.